Alright, I just wanted to make something quickly, as sort of a tutorial for those that want to emulate the same free-form floating camera that I used in the intro to this series. If you want something a little more cinematic with the gameplay, you can use a cheat code called Tinkerbell, which is pretty useful if clunky as shit to actually use. You can access it by, let me move. Actually, let me just kill this guy quickly, because whatever. Try to do much. Just die, please. There we go.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Okay. Now, to access this free floating camera, you're going to want to hold ctrl+alt+shift and then type Tinkerbelle, and that enables free eye mode. So just type out Tinkerbell, make sure you're holding those three keys, ctrl+alt+shift, and all of a sudden you're detached from your mech. As you can see, I am no longer, yeah, it's definitely awkward to use. I'm no longer in my mech. The HUD is still up, but you can disable that by hitting F11. That gets rid of that, and you can actually still control your mech in this position. I'm just going to have myself back up a bit, and then just move around, shoot, turn around, show off that sexy, sexy Stormcrow ass. And you can move the camera by holding Control and using your arrow keys. It's a little awkward because you can't go, you have to turn like this. You can't strafe, as far as I know. This is, the exact specific controls are extremely vague, and I can only ever find one website on the internet that even mentions this code as existing, so I figured it out by experiment. You can use the up arrow key and down arrow key to go up, and it's really sensitive. So if you just gently tap, you still move a huge amount. So you got to be careful with that. To move forwards, you hit Z, which is normally for zoom. Just gently tap it, and then you start moving. Sometimes you decelerate after moving. I don't know why. This is obviously not intended as a feature of the game. It's just some nifty little thing. I don't know, maybe they intended to add cinematic effects, and this was just some leftovers from that tool one of the developers left in, and that just never became a thing. You hit Shift-Z to stop or go in reverse. It's honestly really awkward to use because sometimes you go reverse when you're trying to stop. It's kind of a mess. Doesn't seem to be much else. If you hit C, your normal camera button, you'll go back into your mech, and you can play the game like normal. There are a few other cheat codes. I haven't really experimented with them because, honestly, cheat codes sort of suck the fun out of the game for me. Maybe I'll go into detail on them in another video, but if you would like to do something like my intro, where it's a bit more cinematic, I think I'm backing up. Yeah, you can't see your HUD, so sometimes it's hard to tell what you're doing. There I am. Walking off into the sunset, turning slow as fuck, because in this version of the game, mechs turn pretty slow. But it's kind of useful. It's just a tool. Actually, let's explore the rest of the map before I end this, just to see what you can do. See the normal enemies just kind of fly around. Helicopter's kind of parked. Let me see, can I use satellite view? Nope, no satellite view, which isn't terribly surprising.
Image enhancement engaged.
That still works here. You can see the bonus objective, Nuke Factory, or not Nuke Factory, but a nuclear power plant here, just doing its thing. The Hyperpulse Generator, which is the futuristic communications device that for some reason sends out physical beams of light, but hey, I'm not going to question it. It looks kind of cool. I think this is my favorite looking level in the game, even though it's the first one for the Jade Falcons. Second is only the Clan Wolf mission, where you attack the terraformer, but I'll go into that into more detail when I get to it. This thing, I think it's like a communications hub. Some turrets, and then there's a fucker hiding around here. Once again, these controls are not terribly easy. I'm slowly getting used to them. Oh, shit. Slowly getting used to them. Oh, nope, nope, yep, nope. I feel like Austin Powers trying to back a car down a hallway. But yeah, it's fun. I don't think the dropship is here yet, but I'll go look for it. Oh, my character is still... my mech is still walking around, just picturing SpongeBob. Backing up! Backing up! Backing up. It's an awesome little moonwalk there, a little Stormcrow. I love that color scheme. Just the greens and tans. It's actually my MechWarrior Online skin. It has that same look that I usually use. So your broadsword dropship, class dropship. There are 3 dropships in the game. This is the lightest. It doesn't really matter. It's all aesthetic. The others being a Union, and a third being a Overlord. There might be a 4th. I think it's supposed to be a Lion, but being that the graphics are kind of chunky, it's hard to tell. Well, if I see it later, I remember which mission it's on, I'll point it out and just say, hey, there's that thing. So I am an eloquent fucker. So that thing with the stuff, yeah, there it is. There we go. But yeah, once again, just hold ctrl+alt+shift and then type out Tinkerbell while you're controlling or holding those buttons down, and you can have this nifty little mode. So thank you for joining me. Let's see if I can find myself again. Honestly surprised they haven't killed me yet, since I thought I was backing up and directly into those turrets. Oh, there I am. Still heading off into the sunset. Just ending my videos majestically, as always. Alright, thank you for joining me. I am whatever the fuck you want to call me today, and I shall see you next time. I better see you next time.